Okay, this is a demo of what I'm looking for in Milestone 9.2. So I'm also setting the local administrator's password because you need to do that after sysprep. All right, I'm going to pause the video while this runs, and then I'll discuss each play in the playbook. Okay, it looks like a successful run. So what did I do? I reset the host name, and as you know, after you set the host name, you need to reboot it, right? I tried it without the reboot, thinking that the reboot after creating the force would deal with it, but it did error out. So I have two reboots in here. So I reboot. I set the local admin password because that's sort of required. I create the new forest, and then I reboot once again if the registered variable indicates that I need to do so. I use a Jinja script to create my OUs. You can do it a different way. You can do it interactively with Ansible tasks as well. So I did that. So I had to create a directory for that PS1 file to land in, and then I run the script after I load that PS1 file from a Jinja template. Once I'm done with that, I add the current user, which in this case is, a deployer. It's a local administrator user to the domain admins group. That is a common error that happens where you start using a local admin account to deal with the domain. It just doesn't work, and it doesn't tell you obviously. And then I'm going to show you the proof, right? So let me pop into the proof, and I'm going to log in. So SSH deployer at Blue One at VIP. Okay, I'm in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type host name to make sure that my host name was indeed set. It was. I'm going to do a who am I. Oh, I typed that wrong. It's going to complain. I'll type who am I, and as you can see, I'm deployer at Blue One. So that's what I'm looking for. This could be administrator, or this could be a named user, should you choose to add that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all the domain admins. So let me paste this text in. So this is PowerShell. What I want to see is your Ansible user is a member of the domain administrators group, and here it is, right? All right, the next thing I want to do is I want to display the custom OU structure that I created. So we'll use this PowerShell command because we're running on PowerShell core, so it's not easy to demonstrate it using the Active Directory users and computers. But here's the command that I'm using. I'll let this sit for a second. You may have changed your domain might be named something slightly different, so you may need to tweak this a little bit. But what I should have here is the fact that I have Blue One, and actually accounts here is a sub OU of Blue One. Groups is a sub OU of accounts. Compute or servers and workstations are a sub OU of computers. Okay, so that's what this should look like. So that really ends this milestone 9. Make sure in your video that you walk through the requirements of deliverable 1 and deliverable 2, and that you walk through your documentation for your instructor to include your 480 utils modifications. Remember, we added that new function to create a static IP on Windows boxes via PowerCLI. You're going to want to walk through this playbook that I have hidden here, as well as any inventory files and Jinja templates. Please use voice, right? So you may assume that your instructor knows what you're talking about because you've spent hours on it. That's not the case. Make sure you guide the instructor through your code so we can make a good determination on whether you met the requirement or not. So this is a 2-weeker, right? It's not a terribly hard milestone, but you got 2 weeks to finish this. Good luck.